Hello, Daily Antidote of Song. How lovely to see everybody today. Gorgeous to see all your faces. I have not seen you for a while. I hope everyone has had a beautiful, restful, nourishing, joyful, whatever you have had in this time, whether it has been really quiet and reflective, or family time, or alone time with friends, maybe, or pets or animals. All of these experiences, I hope you've had what you need. And yeah, wishing you all much, much love in this time. So let's give each other a wave, as is customary for me to say. Hello to everyone. Let's say hello to all of our lovely people on the live stream. We're glad you're here too. And thank you, Carolyn, for once again letting me know it's day 1364. How amazing is that? Here we are together. Beautiful. Um, it's really exciting for me to be here today with Kate Munger and Cindy Smith, who I'm going to introduce very shortly. It's wonderful to meet them and hear about the wonderful work, which I'm sure a lot of you already know about. Let's get to that in a minute. Let's just welcome everybody into the room. So, welcoming Kate and Cindy in Inverness, not Scotland, but California. Welcome Jojo, Tacoma Park. Welcome Kevin in DC, Athena in Brooklyn, Susan G in Ohio, Joan, hello and welcome to you, Arlene in Berkeley, Sue in Seattle, Sheila in North Florida, Cricket in Maryland, Sadie in California, well, hello, welcome to you, Carolyn in Idaho, James Harkless in Maryland, hello to you, lovely to see you. Ellen, welcome. Hi. Benet in Berkeley, Kathleen in Albuquerque, Linda in Orcas Island, Gary Pausner in Massachusetts, Maureen in Edmonton, I'm assuming that's Canada. Am I right? Hello. And Caroline in DC, Delhi, James Dundas in Victoria, Doug Varney in Underhill in his wonderful chair, which always looks like it's going to take off. And Jane, welcome to you. And who else have we got? Oh, lovely warm wave there. Thank you. Bob in Albany, Anne in Silver Spring, Marty and Kathy in Denver. Hi. Ruth in Birmingham, UK. Aloysius, Massachusetts. Hello. You're not there, but I know you are there. Elizabeth in California. Nancy in Washington State. Gloria, Cat Cox in Vermont, and LMG in Connecticut. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you be in the world. It's great to have you here. So, yeah, we are here today with Kate Munger and Cindy Smith in Inverness, California. And I was very excited to learn that Kate founded the Threshold Choirs, which I just think I just was like, wow, as soon as I heard that. It feels like really special opportunity to be meeting you, Kate, and your wonderful partner Cindy. Lovely to meet you as well. But yeah, that work, I'm sure we'll talk more about it, really touches my heart and just feels like such a huge contribution. So thank you for coming up with and having that inspiration for Threshold Choirs. And let's talk about that in a while after we've sung your wonderful songs. So I'm just going to hand straight over to you to teach the first song that you have for us today.
Thank you, Fran. I'm so glad to see all of you. I see some Threshold Choir faces, Sudie and Jane, and I'm really glad to be here. I think Daily Antidote of Song is one of my favorite ways to connect people, because look at where we're all from. Um, Napa, California is well represented. I'm really happy to see that. Hi, Ellen. Um, the first song I would like to sing with you comes from the words of John Baptiste, who's a New Orleans musician who has achieved tremendous success in the recent years. And there's a documentary that I highly recommend on Netflix called American Symphony, where at the same time that he's receiving 11 Grammys, his wife is receiving her second bone marrow transplant. And his generosity of spirit and kindness and deep feeling is very, very, very moving to me, and I highly recommend this new documentary. And he said in this documentary, I have faith that everything can change. I have faith that everything is changing. And to me, the two songs we're gonna sing for you are, I think, my guideposts for 2024, and recognizing that everything can change and is changing really helps me get through any stodginess I might be feeling. So we'll sing it a couple of times so that you can catch it, and then we'll sing it. It's Cindy's created a lovely second part that you'll hear after a bit. So it starts, I have faith that everything can change. I have faith that everything is changing. So that's the whole song. Try it with me. I have faith that everything can change. I have faith that everything is changing. I have faith that everything can change. I have faith that everything is changing. So we'll use a recording device to sing along to, and you'll hear Cindy adding her lovely high part after the first time through. I have faith that everything can change. I have faith that everything is changing. I have faith that everything can change. I have faith that everything is changing. I have faith that everything can change. I have faith that everything is changing. We'll sing it a little bit more after a bit, and the second song comes from another favorite lyricist. Um, for me, it's Rabindranath Tagore, a wonderful Indian poet from the last century. Arlene, would that work as a round? It might. It might. I will go back to the drawing board and see, because you know how I am about rounds. And it has the potential, I think. This next one definitely is. And the lyrics are, everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. And to me, that says, rather than be acquisitive, rather than appropriate, um, create the receptivity to let it come to me. And to me, that's an unusual thought, and one I want to cultivate. So it goes. Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. Yeah? So I love the thought that there's flute, is that a flute? Yeah, flute playing going on behind this, and thank you all for joining me. Here we go. Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. And now let's sing along with the choir of creation here on this recording. Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. The capacity to receive everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. The capacity to receive it. So these seem like mantra. I don't know what the plural of mantra, I guess mantras. Um, I can hear these two songs going on in the background in my mind and my heart, and it really calms me down. And I think it really is my guidance for the next year. And I really appreciate when I can write my own medicine and believe that it is my own medicine. So thanks for singing with me. We'll sing it again, I'm sure.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, Kate and Cindy. Just such, I just love both of the quotes that you have chosen. Like they're so kind of that's been really with me, the whole thing about everything is changing constantly. Like I was thinking about it in terms of family members who I've just seen, who it's very easily to think, oh, they're like that. And by fixing them in a position, I got really interested in what does that do that my thoughts are not allowing that person to change. That has as an impact. So, and I was just feeling into, yeah, how would it be just to allow them to change, like really radically? What could happen if I stop putting out this frequency? So yeah, it's a really powerful um, sentiment to cultivate, that one, both of them, but that particularly struck me. So thank you. It's beautiful. I was really getting into singing it. I could have sung that for a lot longer. So maybe at the end we can. It's so great.
Yeah, and anybody that needs the written music, I would be happy to send that to them. If you email me at kateamunger@gmail.com.
Amazing. And how do your songs come through, Kate? 'Cause I forgot to say at the beginning, obviously you're also a songwriter as well. Like, do they just come through very intuitively, or how do they
Yeah,
work?
yeah. There's a physical feeling of openness, and I try to stop whatever I'm doing and pull out my phone for the recorder, and I try to not plan
Mm,
anything. I just let let the notes come with the words. And
mm.
I do my own lyrics as well, but I think I do more shared lyrics that I find from other people.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, it sounds very natural, and like you're saying, mantra. It's like you could just really feel like, oh, I could just sing that round and round and feel into the frequency of those words. And yeah, and the Tagore quote is beautiful as
I
well.
love it.
Kind of, it's like the other, yeah, resting back to open to receive rather than going out to get what we want. It's like turns the whole thing on its head and makes it more, like you say, receptive. and less driven. So
Much less driven.
yeah, it's really a beautiful quote, and how you've set it as well. And I was experimenting with a third part. Is it possible to put in that as a round with a third part coming in?
I think it is.
I tried. I couldn't quite work out where it came in, but I tried.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there is a third part.
Mm,
Sometimes, re- if adding a next part can just make it too
mm,
um, busy, and you don't really actually hear each of the parts. So sometimes I like to limit it to two.
yeah. Yeah. Great. Wonderful. Oh, I look forward to singing those again at the end. And
Good.
yeah, I wondered if now might be, because obviously I mentioned the threshold choirs, and I know some of your threshold choir people are here, which is lovely. I noticed a few faces I hadn't seen before, so I'm guessing they're your contacts. But for anyone who doesn't know, I'm imagining lots of people do. But would you share a little about what threshold choirs are, because it really is such an amazing movement that you've created and has gone out in the world.
Yeah, I started the first choir in Berkeley, California, at the home of someone who's on the call, my dear friend Catherine, in the year 2000. And since that time, there are 200 more or less choirs around the world. And our purpose is to sing at the bedsides of people who are dying when we're invited. And we go in groups of two and three, sing very softly, repetitive, uplifting songs that normalize and honor the process of death. We try to slip in like a whisper, sing for a little while, and then slip on out. And we'll sing, um, a month before someone's death, or a minute before their death. And then it's an honor also then to sing at a memorial of someone for whom we have sung. And so our work carries into that. But we consider our work prayer and not performance. And what makes it prayer is the fact that all of the voices are intentionally blending, so that no voice is a soloist. We're all choral singers who um, have received something so powerful from singing in choirs, that it's an honor to give back in that form.
So it's so great. And yeah, we were just chatting before the call with Kate and Cindy about the connections, the people. Obviously, Melanie Demore, who is one of the beloved composers of our project, the commissioning project, and also Kate was sharing that the dear friend of hers, and a lovely choir leader called Judith Silver as well, who is a big advocate leader of the threshold choirs here in the UK. So yeah, it's lovely to feel this kind of weaving of this beauty
It's
um,
a tapestry.
of the world. Yeah. So wow. And how did that come to you as an idea? Was it something that was growing, or did you just have a light bulb moment?
I had a light bulb moment in 1990. I was asked to spend time with a friend who was dying of HIV/AIDS. And when I arrived, he was agitated and comatose. And I was terrified. And when I was terrified, I started to sing. And when I started to sing, I got calmer.
Yeah.
And that affected the air in the room, and he got calmer. And I sang the same song for him for 2.5 hours, and I got positively changed. And when I was done, he was calm, he was very serene. And I understood a few things. One, I had given him the best possible gift I could give him.
Mm,
And I felt like I discovered something that could be shared with other people. And I waited 10 years because I didn't read music at that time, and I needed more computer skills. So I taught elementary music for 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And then, so 10 years later, I started the Threshold Choir with two choirs to start. And then within 2 years, there were 10 or 12 choirs around the Bay Area. And from there, it just has blossomed.
Mm. That's what happens with a good idea at the right time, hey? It just goes poof.
It
Oh,
was a great idea at the right time, friend. Thank you for saying that.
yeah,
I've had the joy of knowing why I'm here,
yeah.
knowing my purpose, knowing what my assignment was, has
Mm.
been a very delicious way to live a life.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it feels like, when, because there was so much ripeness around the world and in other people, to it just feels like when that happens, it's like it's so aligned with what's needed now. And I know that feels good, doesn't it? It's like it's
It
wholesome.
feels fabulous, and especially considering all the what isn't going so well
Yeah,
in the world today, to be able to create something that just has a whoosh about it
yeah,
is really lovely.
it is. And I that whole thing, singing, I just kind of like feel like I've kind of got into a different relationship with it recently, more as a kind of force for healing than ever before, really. And I just the kind of I've just been struck just recently by how the power, like you spoke about your, singing at the bedside of your friend who was dying, and feeling how it palpably changed the space and the room, and singing was, it's like alchemy, it's like magic, it's no small thing what it can do. And I found that in my work with people of color and mixed heritage, the groups that I've been running, like to conduct the feeling that's there in the room. Sometimes by beyond all the words, we can try and speak it, but if we sing it, if we sound it, something magical happens in terms of it gets transformed in some way.
You know, I think one of the aspects that makes it so healing is that as I have the intention to promote this healing through singing, I'm healing myself
Yeah,
before the words ever they penetrate my tissue before they reach anybody else's. So I'm acknowledging that I'm healing myself as I'm
yeah,
healing outward.
that's it.
And I feel very strongly that we don't have yet the technology and the precision in machinery to assess the quality of singing, the healing quality of singing. But I think we will find that the voice is a tremendous healing tool.
Yeah, yes, exactly. And that would be lovely, wouldn't it? One day when technology could verify it for people who like that to verify it. But yeah, absolutely. Oh,
And that like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, we've always had that power.
that's it.
And
Yes,
we've always had it within, and I hope we start to use it better and
yeah.
more.
Mm. Yes to that. That's feels like a great thing to go into 2024 with. And your songs both feel like really good to sing at this time of year. I know it's a kind of date threshold, but after the solstice and the new coming, feels really wonderful to sing those words. I love the Daily Antidote song because I just get to meet such amazing people and sing such great songs. So it's so wonderful to meet you both. And Cindy, I feel like I want to talk to you as well. I'm so sorry we haven't.
That's it. That's all right. I'm doing what I love, which is singing with her and singing her songs. And I got attracted to Threshold Choir. That's how I found out, met her, and it's so fun to collaborate.
So Threshold Choirs, you met through that.
Yes, I
Oh, that's
started
wonderful.
in Santa Cruz in 2007. I discovered it, and it just like I one of the great ways of knowing that it's what for you is that you get chills when you
Mm,
hear about it and you start singing the songs.
mm,
You your body, you feel viscerally, this is really important. This is what's right for me. And
Yeah.
I would think that if you had the camera on any of the other Threshold singers, you'd see them going like that.
I'm sure. How wonderful that you get to be part of that. Are you a singer as well in other ways, or?
I have been in the past, but right now this is all I do.
Yeah, wonderful, great, well, lovely to meet you too. Thank you for joining voices together, and please, it would be wonderful to hear and join in your songs again before
Let's
we
do it.
finish.
So let's go back. Let's do I Have Faith again, and we'll sing along with the recording. I have faith that everything can change. I have faith that everything is changing. I have faith that everything can change. I have faith that everything is changing. I have faith that everything can change. I have faith that everything is changing.
We could do that one.
We could do it a long time.
Thank you.
And I want to thank John Baptiste for his wisdom. Those words, there are so few words, but they say so much. And here's everything. Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. Everything comes to us that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it.
The capacity to receive
Everything comes to us
Everything
that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it. The capacity to receive it.
Yay.
I was seeing some people, I think it was you, Arlene, doing some hand gestures. I think that song would be very, I think the ASL would be really lovely for that song. I wonder what capacity would be, how that would be signed. Thank you for singing with me, everybody, and thank you for making Daily Antidote of Song your capacity. Oh, yes, good, got it. Thank you, Kevin. There's a wisdom in this quilt of beautiful faces from all over the world that is so precious, and I thank JoJo for so many things, for having the idea to start with, for the tenacity and joy of bringing it 1,300 times plus 1364 was it? Who of us have done anything 1,364 times? My goodness, JoJo, bless your heart.
Oh, so well said. Thank you for recognizing Joe in that. Yeah, what a feat.
And
And
thank you, Fran. It was really lovely to meet you this morning.
oh, and you too. And there is actually a request from Joe. Can we do the last one more time? Because we loved it so much.
Sure. Whatever JoJo wants,
Exactly, right?
JoJo gets. Here we go. Everything comes to us
Everything
that belongs to us if we create the capacity to receive it.
The capacity to receive
Everything comes to us that
Everything
belongs to us if
that
we
belongs to
create the
us.
capacity to receive
The
it.
capacity to receive
Everything
it.
comes to us that
Everything
belongs to us if we
that belongs to
create the
us.
capacity to receive
The
it.
capacity
To receive it.
Oh, so, so wonderful. Thank you so, so much. Can we beam love to Kate and Cindy through the screen and we just show your appreciation? Yeah, it's lovely to see the movements there happening when people were singing as well. Gorgeous. Ah, what a wonderful morning. What a special morning. I'm saying morning. It's actually evening for me, but it kind of has felt like a morning energy because I know it's morning for lots of you. That was so delightful. Kate and Cindy, blessings. Wonderful to meet you. Thank you so much. We're going to wave goodbye. Have a wonderful day, year, everything. If you want to find out more about Kate, there's links in the chat there. Thank you, thank you. And let's say goodbye to everybody in the room today. So goodbye to Kevin in DC, Athena in Brooklyn, Susan G in Ohio, Joan and Arlene in California, Sue Miller in Seattle, Cricket in Maryland, Sudi in, I think I said Sadie, apologies before, Sudi in Napa, hello, Jane and James Harkless, lovely to see you home, Jim. Ellen and Bene in Berkeley, California, Kathleen in Albuquerque, Doug Bunny in Underhill. Bye for now. Blessings to you. Bob Gesser in Albany, Marty and Kathy, goodbye, and Harriet, au revoir. Annette, see you later. Linda in Orcas Island, Catherine Osborne, Jane in Texas, Jojo in Tacoma Park, in her very loud cafe. Have a wonderful day. Jane G in Maryland and Linda in Concord. I love that place name. Storm with a wonderful Christmas hat in Massachusetts. Maureen in Edmonton, Canada. Hindi. Have a wonderful day, all of you, or evening, whatever you're doing. Trish in Victoria. Jamie in Victoria too. Hoda in BC. Delhi, I know, in Maryland. Anne in Silver Spring. Aloysius is there now. Goodbye to you, Aloysius. Gary Poundsner, goodbye. And Sheila in North Florida. Elizabeth in California. Nancy in Washington State, your cow has come up now. It wasn't there earlier. I felt bereft. Caroline in DC, goodbye to you. And Cat Cox in Vermont, LMG in Connecticut. Regina is Regina. I can't make out the rest of that, but goodbye to you. Fred in Silver Spring and Kay from India, who has just told me it's almost midnight. That is kudos to you for joining us at midnight. Wonderful to be with everyone. Let's say goodbye to everybody today. I think we've missed the live stream people, but I hope they have a wonderful time as well. So see you all tomorrow for a New Year's Eve show. Mwah. Much love, everyone.